POA's presence at the 2005 TUC Conference in Brighton included a small but impactful delegation of NEC members and new delegates. Over the course of the 4 days, the POA played a central role in several motions, as well as at numerous fringe events around the conference centre and the outside venues.
The POA delegations attended TUC this year in Brighton.
Sunny Brighton, I might add.
Fantastic delegation as always, very committed National Executive Committee members and full-time officers, and we should be proud of them. And I know that the membership are the vast majority of members, but the reality is they work hard on behalf of the POA membership, getting our story across, getting the POA known, and I think the POA are well respected within the movement, and we hope to carry that on for future generations.
There's myself, Steve Gillen, the General Secretary, the National Chair, Mark Fairhurst, and also the Deputy Vice Chair, Dave Todd. We've got Terry McCarthy, Assistant General Secretary, and also Sarah Rigby from the NEC. We also have two members from the field, Kirsty and Jeff, who have found it really interesting and a good experience in their development as branch officials.
It's my first time at the TUC Conference. It's been an eye-opener. There's been lots of stuff brought to the table. There's been lots about violence in the schools. It's just nice to hear all the problems that are going on in different areas, and that we can all come together and we're all experiencing similar problems.
Yeah, we've got a member of staff from Stamford Hill, and we've got a member of staff from Low Newton, so they've enjoyed this week. It's been an eye-opener for them, seeing the bigger picture for the trade union movement and recognising how well respected the POA are.
They put out for volunteers to come down to TUC, and I put my name down, and lucky enough I got picked for it.
So they sent the email out, you put your name in, if you're lucky enough to get selected. I got selected, obviously I was lucky.
That's a long-standing policy of the POA, that we will always take 2 delegates from the field.
Yeah, it's been a really good experience. Conference was good, but this is obviously an eye-opener for the TUC, because you get a wider, a much broader array of unions and everything. So there's quite a bigger picture. Because
it's not just about the POA. Congress is pulling together 48 affiliated trade unions, and it's not always easy because different unions want different things, and that's the heart of that debate, to make sure that every voice is heard and no trade union is left behind.
I think it is good. It's an education for branch officials, and you can see it's quite demanding, the workload and being in the hall as it is at our conference, where the delegates were not on the top table, so we get a little bit more freedom to go and network, but it is very important that the POA is here.
And when people come here who've never been to TUC before, they suddenly realise that, yeah, we have got a violent workplace and we have got our issues, but as a trade union, we're doing so well to protect our members and improve their terms and conditions, because there's other workers out there who don't have any rights at all and are subject to levels of violence that, you should never expect in any workplace. So, yeah, we have our issues, but we are doing well, I think.
That is vitally important, because I hear too often, well, what does the trade union movement, when did they support the POA? And I can tell you we have widespread support, and this is the way that we do it. We keep chipping away, we keep putting our arguments forward. And I think the POA are highly respected within the movement, and that goes down to our executive and the delegates that they see coming here from the field that can tell their story about what's happening to everyday life prison officers and operational support grades within their workplaces.
And we've been speaking on behalf of our members regarding the Prisons Charter and the unacceptable levels of violence against our members.
Well, the POA motions are the most important thing, and again, we got widespread support on the Employment Rights Bill and indeed the Charter for prisons. So all our delegation have been up speaking.
So there's a collaboration of unions who work within our prisons. Some of them have not got any recognition rights, but we're all part of the same collaboration, and we put together a charter to reduce violence, protect staff from psychoactive substances, and obviously improve the maintenance of prisons. And we've asked HMPPS consistently since 2019 to sign up to this charter, which protects all staff that they employ, whether they're directly employed or third party. And they've consistently refused, so we brought a conference motion to the TUC, and with the support of the TUC, we're now going to put pressure not only on the government but HMPPS to ask and demand that they sign up to this charter. Why wouldn't you sign up to a charter that protects staff at work? I just don't get it.
Thank you, President. Congress, Mark Fairhurst, National Chair, POA, moving this motion, very important motion. And if you've read it, it's not spectacular. It's what any worker can expect in any workplace, but the problem we've got is that since 2019, HMPPS have refused to sign up to it, refused to endorse it. They come up with excuse after excuse after excuse. And that's because they don't want to be held accountable by people who are not directly employed. And when you look at the asks, the three main asks, again, nothing untoward, nothing that can't be granted. We're asking for violence to be reduced. Violence at record highs. For prison officers, we've never seen so many assaults on staff. 29 each and every day. Another record high. But what you don't know is that HMPPS have a dedicated safety team full of non-operational staff who are on very good wages, whose sole purpose is to reduce violence. And week after week, month after month, year after year, they fail to do so. We keep getting record highs. Please support this motion. Let's put pressure on this government to change things for the better, but more importantly, let's put pressure on HMPPS to sign up to a charter that only asks for basic workplace rights for all in our prisons. Thank you, Congress, and solidarity to you all.
We moved 2 motions, carried unanimously. We seconded a motion, which I spoke on. Yeah, it's been productive. It's been very good. The most important one's the Employment Rights Bill. Let's see how it goes through Parliament. Hopefully it'll have in it what we wanted.
We got a lot of respect from our other motion, which addressed, violence in prisons. It was brought by another union because of violence in the workplace for public sector facing staff, including those who work on the railways and in retail, who, despite the protections we've got as emergency workers, have got no protections in law whatsoever, and they're subject to levels of violence that nobody in any workplace should be subject to. So we've got a lot of respect for that one as well.
President, Congress, Mark Fairhurst, National Chair of the POA. My members are protected under the Assault on Emergency Workers Act, where the perpetrators, if found guilty, can have their sentences doubled. And let me be clear, no worker in any workplace should be subject to any form of abuse, threats or assault. And if they are, they should be fully supported by their employer, and the full weight of the law should land on the perpetrator. And that's what we want for everyone, so this is a really important motion. So zero tolerance sounds good to our employers, but it means nothing. Let's change that in unity together. Please support this motion. Thank you.
We get up in the actual hall, then there's fringe meetings that we'll go to throughout the day. Steve's been doing quite a few fringe meetings. Then Mark was in fringe meetings today.
It's never ending. It's time consuming, but we all love it, otherwise we wouldn't do it.
They've been great fun, and as I say, they've shared their experiences and knowledge and stuff, and it made me feel really welcome. So it's been really good.
And I hope they've enjoyed themselves. They've mingled well. They've gone to fringe meetings. It's quite complex, as people know, how the Congress works. It's not the same as how our POA conference works.
There's a lot for everybody here, and a load of freebies.
Without a shadow of a doubt, if anyone wants to, is thinking about coming on next year to the TUC, definitely do it. It's well worth coming, and you'll learn lots, and you see a different side of things, and just gives you more of an insight of what we really do as a union, and how in depth it really is. Unity, strength. So, and we're all together. So, it's a really good few days.
We've long had the label that we're a trade union that punches above the weight. And I think the whole of the trade union movement that's affiliated to the TUC realises that. And we do the best we can for the members, and we do the best we can to achieve our aims.
We've got quite a young workforce now, so it's nice to be able to pass on, obviously, experiences and try and bring the younger people on board.
So I think it's been a successful Congress all round. There seems to be a togetherness. There'll be some rough debates, I'm sure.
A massive issue in this, and I'm probably going to go over the 3 minutes now.
Well, you've gone over the 3 minutes, so I'm going to ask you to just wind up, Steve.
I'm going to wind up. In fact, I'm ready.
You're winding me up.
But in many respects, that's the beauty of democracy, where people can speak freely, they can speak opposed to motions and for motions, and at the end of it, we all come together and move on. Because the most important thing now, not just for the POA, but the trade union movement in general, is to have cohesive policies that we can take to government and make sure that our voice is heard, but not only heard, but acted on.